topics and so on. We are in blended learning because we have students online in this moment, because there are students, your colleagues, that have a problem with visa in their countries. So we have to stay here in this desk. And that's right. So we can start our presentation. I think that there are also students in Erasmus, right? How many students in Erasmus? Right, good. We are very happy. Thank you. It's a pleasure. It could be very interesting to understand what is your faculty, what your original faculty, no? You come from, I don't know, France or Germany or other things. It could be interesting for us to know what is your original faculty of your country. Okay, so we can start.
So, hi everybody. In this slide, you see the two sections of the course, whose name is Image and Storytelling, and we have two sides. One is critical image analysis methods with Professor Poni, and the other one is photography laboratory. You find the hours of the lesson, or the two lessons, that are in this same room for all the course, okay? And it's on Wednesday from 12 to 2:30 p.m. and 2:30, let's say 3, just to give you a... Avevo spento perché non si vede. Brava. Let's say from 3 to 7:30 p.m., okay? In the same room. In this photography laboratory,
this is their education.
Yeah, the education goals. We are going to understand the intertwining between photography, specifically between photography and performing arts, and more specifically, the intertwines between stage photography and photos. That means we are going to see many visual examples of famous stage photographers, or examples of less famous stage photographers in history, starting from the end of the 19th century till, let's say, nowadays. So we, on one side,
sorry for introducing you, but we don't see the presentation at all.
I don't
Blended lessons is just crazy. Believe me, it's really. Non hai fatto la condivisione?
Sì. So. Now do you see the screen, right?
Yes. Now we see the screen.
Okay. One moment, because I try to do a presentation. Now you see? Do you see?
Yes.
Okay, that's right.
Thank you.
So we will go on one side, starting from a historical point of view, and on the other side from a more practical point of view. On the practical side, we have the help of a professional photographer who is not here today, but she will be here next week, and Professor Francesca Pompei, who is a professional photographer. and she will introduce you to the basics techniques. So how many of you are able to make a professional photo? I mean, we all use photos, just our word. But how can we learn, I mean, to be conscious is completely in a different way, okay? Is to be able to construct a frame and to be able to see something or to produce something that you want to produce, okay? It's not just to take a photo like this, you know, in a like emotionally trend, okay? So becoming a professional is very important also for a designer, as all of you are, I think, gonna be, okay? Since, of course, images are the most important nowadays language. So, I repeat, on one side we have a historical approach, which is specifically mine, and on the other side, you are gonna learn some basics, the basic techniques. The course is divided also from the exam in 2 sections. Let's say in 3. she will talk about her side of the course later. Okay, on my side, you have to produce a photo project, and of course we will explain exactly what does it mean. And also you are going to have an oral exam. So you have to study a book, which is this one. I'll show you now, but we will talk about it a lot. And the title is Theater and Photography by Joel Anderson. We will talk about it anyhow. So you have an oral exam and a photo project. We will tell you how to do it. We will help you. And the goal is to, as I said already, to intertwine the 2 fields. That means performing arts and photo shooting. I will talk about it a little bit later. Let's go on.
Sorry, but unfortunately, we don't see the presentation.
I don't know why, because we are in presentation now. But
I don't know. I don't know.
Okay.
Now it's okay.
Now it's okay, but I use this way.
Ecco, se lo uscì così forse.
Could be better.
Okay, this is again reiterating what I already said. The course key point, history of theater photography, through examples, important examples, and with the help of a professional photographer, learning how to take a professional photo, okay? So if you have your own camera, it's the best. Otherwise, you can also use your phone, okay? You can do it, yes. Of course, it's better if you have a camera. But we admitted also just the iPhone, I mean your phone. I will explain it a little bit later. The meaning of performing arts, what we mean with that. Let's just say that we can think about performing arts in different ways, not just in a live performance, which is more obvious, let's say. Live performance means concert, dance, circus, opera, anything, a live street performance. Okay, so anything. But could be also, we can understand the performing arts also through exhibits, museums, and also by the architecture, the buildings, the historical theaters. And since you are in Rome, for instance, Colosseum, which is used to be a place for performance, okay? So we will talk about different possibilities about your final photo project. So today is just an introduction. We will talk about it deeply. And I think that next week, next lesson, probably all students, older than you, the previous years are going to come and show you their photo project in order to have an idea, okay, of what we expect from you. Yeah, this is exactly what I already explained. As you see, one is a reportage of a live show, okay, which is the most obvious. And let me say, yeah, don't worry, we will upload everything on Google Classroom. You can take a picture, but we will upload everything. The photographic reportage of a live show is the most obvious, let's say, and the most difficult for many reasons. For instance, lighting, the fact that people are moving. It's dynamic, so it's more difficult, and also because many occasions you have to ask permission in order to be able to take photos in a rehearsal, for instance. But many of your colleagues in the other years took photos of street performances. So in that case, you don't have that problem, you don't have to ask permission normally. As I said already, photography or performing arts venues, specific venues. Oh, by the way, we don't mean that all the photo project has to be focused in Rome. You can take photos also of the city from where you come from, okay? A venue of your city. This happened many times. They made photos in Paris, Marseille, Vienna, other countries, okay? China too. Uzbekistan, many other countries. So you have to think also in this way, not just Rome, that maybe many of you don't know very well, I suppose, I imagine, but also something connected to your culture, to your experience. And the same, we can apply the same to the point 3, which is on the right, photography of performing arts museums and collection. And for instance, I just give you a tip, just maybe at 100 meters, we have the very famous Roman monument, the Ara Pacis. Have you heard it? Okay, it's just around the corner, let's say. You go out, turn left, and it's on the right. It's a very, very famous ancient monument, Ara Pacis. Okay, and it's since maybe 2 decades, it's become an exhibit venue, an exhibit space for contemporary exhibits. And this moment, there is an exhibit dedicated to the ancient Roman theater. For instance, you can take photos of that event, of that exhibit. Okay, this is admitted. It could be very interesting for you. One important thing is that you don't work in group. It's an individual photo project. Okay, so no groups, an individual photo project. What else? I don't know. Okay. This is the book I told you about. And of course, for the oral exam, I will ask you also, you are requested to study also other kind of materials that probably we talk about or we see together. Okay, so, and everything will be uploaded on Google Classroom. So the materials, all the documents of Google Classroom are part of the exam. They're not just there as an ornamental something, okay? It's part of the exam, or the training.
It's mine.
Yeah. Of course, you can ask everything afterwards, okay? Now I leave the floor to Professor Cortò.
Okay. As we said before, our course is structured in two modules. The modules of design with photography, and the module focus on the analysis of different kind of images, and in this case, I think photography. It's right, okay. You can see online, right? So I introduced some key concepts about this module. This module is structured in different parts, a theoretical part, a practical part. The theoretical part, in the theoretical part, we have to analyze some key concepts about storytelling, visual storytelling, sign, meanings, symbols. Our objective is to share some scientific criteria in communication field and design field to analyze different kind of images, starting from international, national references. And our key points are the theoretical principles of semiotics and communication. So in our lesson, we introduce always some key concepts that are very useful for you to understand the principles, meanings in this field. And also we will work about different kinds of photographies in the history, no? So we introduce some case studies. You try to apply some principles discussed in classroom in analyzing of these images and photographs and case studies. And then we try to do exercises to analyze a new image. We give you some photographies that you try to analyze these photographies, applying the key concept, applying our criteria. We discuss about this. In this slide, I introduce some points that are very useful in this course, in my part of the course. So we talk about visual literacy and critical competencies to understand what are the main meanings about this. Our attention will be focused in the second time on the analysis of the sign and the text. What is the text? What kind of text we can recognize? In the third point, our attention will be focused about figurative analysis and plastic analysis in the image. The fourth point is on visual message. What means visual message? What are the elements that we can recognize in the aesthetic point of view, in the ethic point of view, in different kind of messages, visual messages. And then we introduce also some framework in communication field, starting from the international literature. For example, we use the path generative of meaning of Greiman, of L'École de Paris. It is a very famous framework to analyze text, different kind of text, and also to analyze the process of understanding these the images in this case. We introduce the topic about storytelling. What is the storytelling? What is the process of storytelling? How many kind of storytelling we can recognize? And then we try to describe, to talk about the social role of photography, because the photography can be a social, we can say, function in our society, in cultural society. And then the last points of our path, educational path, are the semiotic,
Ida, sorry, we don't see the presentation. I don't know if you are presenting or not.
Yes, we are presenting now.
I was on the phone and I didn't follow.
I don't know why. It is very strange. Now you see, right?
Yes, now it's okay.
That's right. This is the points of our lesson. So we in the point number 8, we talk about the semiotic enunciation model. It is a typical model in communication, Italian produced by Italian scholar. And then we try to apply communicative analysis and meta-communication analysis in our photography. So we try to do educational paths in our course where we try to apply different kind of principles, figurative and plastic analysis, or visual analysis, or visual storytelling analysis, and also communication and meta-communication analysis. So we try to recognize different levels of analysis in the same image, in the same photography. In this case, there are some suggestions for your oral exam, for your preparation in activity of analysis. There are the scientific articles in international language. You can find some references also on Google Classroom. So we try to share some references, or some part of the references in Google Classroom. And so this is the main information about the activity of analysis. The analysis is individual. So each student has to do the analysis of photography, because you have to acquire competencies in critical thinking. So you have to acquire knowledge in visual communication. So it is very important for us to understand what is your lever achieve at the end of the course. Okay, so I don't know if you have access to Google Classroom now. I don't know, but this is the link. You have to book your presence in a classroom in this Google Classroom. You can find the link. There is the specific code of the course. It is very important that all students attending classroom will access in this Google Classroom, where you can find all materials, this presentation, PowerPoint, where will be done also the activities, exercises. So it is very important for you that you have access in this Google Classroom. In this slide, I share some information about the examination process. Our examination is structured in 3 steps. The first step is evaluation exercises of analysis with me. Vediamo se ce la, forse ce la faccio. The evaluation exercises of analysis with me. Thanks. Okay. The exercise is analysis of photographies, as we said before. The second step is the evaluation of photographic final work with Professor Bertolone at the end of the course. And when you decide to do the exam, the final exam of this course, you can complete the exam with the oral exam with the Professor Bertolone. You decide to do the exam in January, February, March, June, I don't know, you decide. But your final grade is composed by the grades of the exercise of analysis, the grade of the photographic final exam with Professor Bertolone, and the next oral exam with the Professor Bertolone. Okay? This is the process of the exam.
And it's an average.
Exactly.
Okay.
The final grade is the average of all grades for each part of this exam. This is an example. This is an example evaluation grid for analysis. We use this grid for the analysis, and we explain during our lesson what is the meaning of each of these points. So we introduce this topic, we discuss about this topic, and then you have to apply this topic in different kinds of photographies during the course. This is the level of express analysis, narrative textual analysis, the storytelling, and the communication analysis. We will share this presentation with you on Google Classroom, don't worry. You will find all information on Google Classroom. This is an example, if it's yours.
Yeah, puoi fare un po' più veloce.
Sì.
Yeah, this is some rules about the photo project. So you find approximately the number of images you have to produce in the photo project. We don't give let's say a rule for the layout for the editing. Okay, so you decide, and I think this is an aspect that you like since you are all designers. So you like this part, but you have to produce a certain number of images, which is about 20. I mean, not 2, not 50, something in between. And also you have to produce a description of the meaning of your photo project. For instance, you have to describe why I decided to make a photo shooting of this concert or of this venue. And you have also to provide description of the techniques. It's something that now is probably somehow disorienting you, but you are going to be able to do it, believe me. At the end of the course, you all are going to be able to do it. What else? Yeah, for another thing that we stress a lot is the title. And also this, that could be considered like, nuances, but they're not, because when you are going to work, these are rules very important. The title of a project is very important. So we help you also in finding the most functional titles and all the aspects of the photo project. So you're not left alone, but we expect a lot. We give a lot and we expect a lot. And what else? nothing else for the moment.
Okay. In this slide, you can find the calendar of all lessons. You can see the day, the time, and the hours, the specific time for each modules. Your attendance is essential for this for this course because you have to apply some knowledge and skills. And also in this slide, this is the calendar.
Can I say something?
Yes.
This is the plan, but maybe in a few cases it will change for different reasons. For instance, I already know that probably we are not going to do the lesson of December 11th.
Okay.
Yeah, I think because we are probably gonna see a rehearsal of a performance. I already know that, and probably it will be December 12th. So just to tell you that, you have to be, this is the normal plan, but something can change.
Okay. In the last slide, you can find some dates of the exam. I have to change, because you have, for example, you can find the exam in January, February, April, June, I think, July, September, and November, the first year. When you decide to do the final exam, you have to give the final product before 1 week before. Okay, so we give you some suggestion about the deadline to upload your final version of the project work on Google Classroom. Okay,
or send it to me.
Or send to Professor Bertolone.
Or Pompei. We will explain it more precisely.
Okay. In this slide, you can find some information. The final score will be an average between Professor Cortone and Professor Bertolone. And in this mail, you can find our, obviously, contacts for always, for what you need. Okay? That's all. I don't know if there are questions about the course. It's clear? Okay, it's clear what you have to do. That's right. Okay. Also online, I don't know if there are questions. It is clear? Students that are online, I think that they can work online for the analysis of image, for the critical analysis. You can work online because you have to apply some criteria to specific photographies that we decide to give you, to send you. So don't worry for the critical analysis if you are in your country for some weeks.
And something that it's not in the presentation now, but I can add now, is that we are going to have like a training photo project. After a few lessons, you'll be requested to produce a photo project that can be applied to any subject you want. It's just for you to train, okay? And also, those that are not in attendance can do that in their country, They can take photos of their flowers in the garden. I don't know, anything, okay? It's a training, okay? So this is something that is very useful. We found it very useful for you because you can ask anything and you are not, we don't give you a grade for that, okay? So you are completely free. And we found it very functional, let's say. Okay.
Okay.
Also the people the students online that can't be here in attendance. Meantime, you're not coming to Rome in attendance, you can take photos in your country, your city.
Okay, that's all. That's all the presentation. Posso introdurre un'ora visual literacy?
Come vuoi,
sì.
far chiedere, a me piacerebbe sapere dove vengono,
ok.
cosa fanno.
Facciamo
una
okay.
cosa.
Va bene.
Ho visto con Martino che
sì, funziona.
Anche per loro.
Sono gli stessi studenti? Sono gli stessi studenti?
No, però ho visto che è una cosa...
Okay, so we can try to do a presentation of your students. You are many students, but if you want, you can introduce yourself also to understand what is your country and.
The meaning is that we would like to know your, let's say, cultural background in this specific field. Okay. For instance, how many of you had taken photo lessons or performing arts lesson or analysis, image analysis, semiotics in their country, in their university? So it's very important for us, to have this understanding.
Okay.
So anyone who wants to speak, but they have to come here. Because otherwise the other don't listen to you. You feel shy. I know. But just leave this emotion behind and join us here.
I think that we can start with the students online, no? So it is easier, and then we start in presence. Okay. It is easier because, so I don't know if online some students want to introduce himself, herself, and then to share competencies in this field. Please. No, non è meglio online.
Hai fatto bene. Accendiamo la luce?
Sì.
Non c'è più niente.
Please.
No?
Anastasia Cocarina. Aida.
So
Aikan, you can introduce yourself to your colleagues. Colleagues in classroom see you.
Okay. So hi, I'm Marjan. Sorry, I'm a little bit nervous at that point, but nice to meet you all. I'm from Turkey, and I will be there in 2 days. My department is graphic design at Bilkent University, and I did take photography classes before, but it was in the pandemic year, so I couldn't learn very well. And I will be happy to know some information about photography and so on. Thank you.
Thank you, Aikan.
You're welcome.
Okay. Another online, Elvin. Please, Elvin Muradov. Elvin, if you want to, you can speak. You can.
Yes. Hello, I'm Elvin Muradov from Azerbaijan, and my bachelor degree was not quite about graphic design, but before that, I was an exchange student in the United States, and I've taken professional photography classes while I'm there, where we took. Do you hear me?
Yes,
sure.
but I asked to students if they hear you.
Okay. And I've taken photography classes while I'm United States, where we in this course, we had assignments to take some photos around the city to use like lighting and some other photography guidelines, like photographies with movements, like leading lines, with rule of thirds, applying these disciplines. And yeah, that's it.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Alvin.
Thank you.
Elvin. Okay, another? Online? Mariam Zalizade.
Hello, everyone. I'm Mariam Zalizadeh, and I studied visual communication in bachelor degree, and I do have some experiences in photography, and we've had photography classes in our bachelor degree, and I've also worked some. I really keen on learning more in this field, and I'm happy to see you all.
Thank you. Thank you, Mariam. Olga Molokova. No, Rabiol, Islam. They are not here. They are not online. Hao Liang. How?
They're not.
Hello. Hello, my name is Hao Liang. I major in visual communication design, but I don't have learned some photography skills. But I really love photograph. I always take some photos with my best friend. So I hope I can learn some experience from the lessons.
Okay.
Hope you are coming soon. Because learning how from a practical point of view, it's different if you are here, of course. Different.
I hope so.
Yeah. Anyhow.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Haida. No. Rabio, I don't remember. Olga.
Hi. Hi, my name is Hida, but it's okay. I attended some photography classes in my Bachelor of Visual Communication in terms of basics and editing, but as I was keen to learn more, I also participated in some analog photography lessons. And to be honest, I like analog photography more than digital.
Oh,
okay.
Interesting.
That's right. And Ryan.
Hello. My name is Rayhane, in fact. I have passed some courses in my bachelor program in photography, and I have attended image analyst class as well. But it's a long time I have not done any photography, professional photography. Maybe now it's time to start again.
Ok. Thanks.
Facciamo quelli in classe?
Sì, vediamo chi è. Sepiden, it is the last. Sepiden, I don't know if Sepiden. Asadian.
Hello everyone, my name is Sepida Asadian and I'm from Iran. And I don't know how much time to take to visit you because we have a lot of problem with visa. And we sent you an email actually yesterday. Previous years I dedicate myself to photography and design, and I know very well advertising photography. But when I see this area, I really interested into learning more from you.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Tam Nguyen.
Hi, can you hear me?
Hi.
Hi,
Yes.
My name is Tam. I'm from Vietnam. I am 22. I have worked as a graphic design for like one or 2 years now. And about photography, I have never really taken a serious course on this, so hopefully I can learn something about photography in this course.
Thank you. Thank you. Jan Iken. Jan Iken.
Hello.
Hello.
My name is Yan Yichen. You can also call me Viviana.
Colombian.
Yeah, I come from China.
China.
And I am a recent graduate in visual communication. I took photographic classes in college, and I walk around the city. So I took photos of city people, flowers, and plants, and also as well as in some architectures, and some thematic photography in the school's photography studio. It's about some social issues related to women. And so I hope to learn more about professional photography skills in this class.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Jan. And then we can start in classroom. Okay. I don't know if there are... no, that's okay. So,
who wanna come?
Come here so you can share, you can introduce yourself also for your colleagues that are online, and we are here, so. Yes, Stephanie. Sembra tipo che non ce lo so rispondere, vi arrivo. Sì. Please.
Okay. Hi.
This doesn't work well.
Oh.
I have to speak loud.
Okay. I'm Stephanie. I'm from Lebanon. I study graphic design. I have a bit of knowledge in photography. That's it.
What is your expectation for this course?
I'd love to learn more about photography since I don't know well. I got photograph from my telephone, from my phone, so that's it.
Okay, totally. But you had a previous knowledge of photography or something also about performing arts. I mean, you had
no.
You play an instrument. Just to have an idea.
I worked 1 year as a graphic designer. There was zero words for photography, but I like it. I love it actually, photography. I play a bit of guitar.
Okay, that's perfect. Thanks. Who else want to come?
Hi, my name is Gaia. I'm from Lebanon also. I study digital media. You can take it. We are twins. We are both Lebanese, and I study digital media and graphic design. And we took 2 courses in photography, one in black and white and one just normal color photography. Yeah, color photography. And we also did lab where we transformed the old pictures into like what do you call it? Yeah. And I had a photographer friend, so I used to help sometimes dressing the models, not really into photography. So she worked on set, but I'm very interested in learning more. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. Thanks.
Hello, my name is Lynn, and I'm from Belgium. And my experience in photography is very less. I just like photography. I want to learn it. And in Belgium, I like to go to photography museum. So I would like to do the same thing.
Okay. Thanks. please also tell me if you, some of you have any knowledge or any experience also the performative side, okay? Because we are going to intertwine too, okay?
Hi, my name is Martina, and I'm from Poland. And I don't have a big experience with photography. I used to take some photos, and I also went to some photography studios to make some projects, but I'm not very experienced in the field. And I took one course of photography, but other than that, I would like to learn more about it, especially here in Sapienza.
Okay, thanks.
Thank you so much.
Do you want me to come? Yeah, it's you. Four, yes.
Oh.
You asked.
Actually, don't.
You didn't what?